Welcome back to Beyond Wisdom, where we explore timeless truths for a more peaceful and meaningful life. Today, we're exploring a powerful idea that many people misunderstand. Why letting go of negative emotions doesn't mean forgetting them. Sometimes we think moving on means pretending we were never hurt, or that we're supposed to erase all the pain we felt. But true emotional freedom isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about carrying those memories differently. One of the most important things to understand is that remembering something doesn't mean you're still trapped in it. Your memories are part of your life. They hold the lessons, the turning points, and even the growth that came from your struggles. But the emotion tied to that memory, the anger, the shame, the guilt, or the sadness, doesn't have to stay with it. Letting go means separating the event from the emotional weight it once carried. You can remember a storm without feeling like you're still standing in the rain. That's the difference between healing and pretending it never happened. It's the difference between freedom and repression. Many people confuse letting go with pushing things down. They try to forget what happened or bury it so deep that they never have to face it again. But those emotions don't disappear. They hide, and they find other ways to show up. Through tension in your body, outbursts in your relationships, or a quiet sense of numbness that never really leaves. Truly letting go starts with facing what you feel, naming it, sitting with it, and slowly allowing yourself to release it. Not because it didn't matter, but because it no longer controls you. Letting go is active. It takes awareness and care. Suppression just delays the pain and adds layers to it. When we think we have to forget our pain to move on, we miss the deeper value of what we've been through. Every negative emotion carries something inside it, something it came to show us. Maybe it taught you where your boundaries are. Maybe it revealed a pattern that needed healing. Maybe it showed you what you truly need or deserve. When we let go, we don't throw away the lesson. We just release the sting. The memory stays, but now it's wrapped in understanding instead of bitterness. That's what wisdom looks like. It's the kind of strength that doesn't erase the past, but uses it to shape a gentler future. Holding on to negative emotions can start to feel like loyalty to your pain, your past, or even your younger self. But sometimes, the most respectful thing you can do for yourself is to let go. Not because you're invalidating what happened, but because you're honoring how far you've come. Letting go is a way of saying, I matter more than my anger. My peace is worth more than this resentment. And my future is not going to be held hostage by what someone else did. That's not forgetting. That's choosing yourself over your suffering. And that's a brave and loving thing to do. A lot of people avoid letting go because they think it means excusing what happened. But forgiveness isn't about pretending something was okay. It's about no longer letting it live inside you, draining your energy, shaping your identity. You can forgive someone and still remember exactly what they did. You can choose not to carry it anymore, while still keeping the clarity of what that experience taught you. Letting go gives you room to breathe again. Forgiveness, when it's ready, gives you freedom. Neither one asks you to forget. They ask you to live forward, not backward. One trap we often fall into is trying to justify or reframe what hurt us in order to move on. We tell ourselves that maybe it wasn't that bad, or that maybe we overreacted. But healing doesn't require rewriting history. You can let go without changing the facts. What shifts is not the story itself, but how it lives in you. Instead of being a wound, it becomes a scar. It's still there, but it doesn't ache the same way. You don't need to forget what happened. You just need to change your relationship with it. That's what real peace feels like. Not erasing the past, but releasing its grip. Letting go isn't something you do once and never feel again. It's a practice. Some days, the memory might come back stronger. Other days, you may feel like you've finally moved on. This back and forth is natural. Emotions aren't linear. Healing isn't a straight line. But each time you choose not to feed the negative story, each time you pause and breathe instead of react, you're letting go a little more. Over time, the pull gets weaker, and you start to feel the quiet power of emotional freedom. You're not forgetting. You're learning to live lighter. Sometimes, we fear that if we let go, we'll lose something important. That the pain gave our story meaning. But your story isn't built on your pain. It's built on your resilience, your capacity to feel deeply, your ability to survive, reflect, and grow. Letting go doesn't take your story away. It actually helps you tell it from a place of strength instead of suffering. You still remember. You still honor what happened. But now you speak from the other side of it. That shift changes everything. Letting go of negative emotions is not the same as forgetting what happened. It's choosing not to carry the weight any longer. It's remembering with grace instead of pain. You still own your story, but now it no longer owns you. And in that quiet shift, something powerful awakens. A softer heart, a clearer mind, a deeper sense of who you really are. Have you ever struggled with letting go because you thought it meant forgetting? What helped you understand the difference? Let us know in the comments below. If this video helped you, consider subscribing to Beyond Wisdom. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay calm, stay strong, and stay wise.